Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Well, in a previous video that I did about the Sigma 20 to 200 millimeter, the new super zoom lens using the S5, the Lumix S5 Mark II, I said that I would be selling off some Micro Four Thirds equipment. I did not say I was going to exit Micro Four Thirds because it's still going to be my system that I use primarily for hiking and street photography, the GX9. But because of what I'm doing with photojournalism, which is primarily going to be with the S5 Mark II and that 20 to 200 millimeter plus the 45 millimeter Sigma lens, which that's what I'm filming on right now, the 45 millimeter on the S5 Mark II, and the 85 millimeter Lumix f1.8 lens. So what I thought I'd do, because I have these items on eBay that I'm selling, so I thought I'd let y'all know what is up there. First off, I have the boxes right here. I actually have them semi-packed and ready to go. First off, it's time to say goodbye to my Lumix G95. This sort of, in the grand scheme of things, became the odd man out. If I'm going out and I want to go light, I'm going to take the GX9. If I want to do more than that, I'm going to take the G9, which actually offers quite a bit more spec-wise than the G95. And generally, when I've been going out with this camera, I have not used the microphone input because I'm just using it to take photos. And when I take video, I usually set it to music. And of course, the G95 has a 4K crop if I want to do 4K, and the G9 Mark II does not. So this is on eBay. A couple things about it, and I noted this in the description, but I wanted to touch on it. One, I had to have the LCD screen on this replaced under warranty. In fact, it failed after about a month or two. Actually, what happened was it stopped flipping the image. When you fold it around and put it on the back of the camera, it is upside down compared to when it is folded screen in. And it stopped flipping the image around, which is fine if you want to pretend it's a view camera, which I didn't want to do that. So I sent it in to Panasonic Repair and got it fixed under warranty. However, as part of that repair, they must have had to have peeled off some of the rubber grip material right around the battery door. And then they replaced this screen with another screen, and I'm not convinced that there was a new screen. I sort of have the feeling it might have been a used one, but it's worked fine ever since. The screen has some cosmetic marks on it, which I don't recall being there when I sent this in. Another little funny thing about the return of this. So they ship FedEx. And I was tracking this package, and it went off on its own. It ended up in Georgia. I was trying to figure out, and they attempted delivery, and it was returned to the FedEx facility. Well, it turns out there's an Oak Park, Georgia. It's tiny. It's sort of between Savannah and, what was it, Macon? Somewhere in there. It's a tiny little town. And so when I got the package finally, because they finally got it to me, and I got the box had been slit open right along the tape, and I was like, uh-oh. I took pictures of it. I'm thinking, what am I going to find inside of here, right? Well, it turns out here's what happened. FedEx slit the box open because the packing slip had the proper address on it, so which of course it would have. But whoever set up the shipping for this on FedEx probably did it from their computer online and went to the state drop-down. My guess is Georgia is the first state in the alphabet that has no park in it. And my guess is it defaulted to that, and they didn't catch it and put Illinois. But what FedEx did was they slit it open, they got the packing list out and looked at it and saw what the proper address was. So good on FedEx. Pretty cool. Has about 17,600 shutter actuations on it. It's actually a little bit less than that, but I always pad that figure. So that is ready to go. What else do we have here? Yes. Okay, so the Leica 8 to 18 millimeter. Haven't had this very long. Like new copy. Bought it from KEH. this year. Would have kept it, didn't know this Sigma lens was coming along and that it made sense for me to go ahead and do that, because I primarily was using this for photojournalism in the instances where I needed a range from sort of mid-wide to wide, mostly for ribbon cuttings, because I shoot ribbon cuttings. It's something we do as a newspaper when a new business opens up. So when you get a whole bunch of people, sometimes 24 millimeter equivalent or 24 millimeters isn't wide enough. So again, optically, great, clean, fantastic lens. I'm not an ultra wide kind of guy. I have the 9 millimeter Leica f1.7. That will suffice for my personal needs. And this is going to some lucky new owner. I wouldn't say this was semi-packed. Okay, when I bought the S5, I didn't know how long I was going to be waiting for the Sigma lens to show up, so I actually did buy the Lumix kit 20 to 60 millimeter lens to use with it. Only used it a few times. Again, this is a used copy from MPB, actually, and like new. So it's still like new. Funny thing, you can't put like new in the title of an eBay listing, because then it shows up in a search on new. So, but like new. And so if you want a really, actually, from what I can see, it's a pretty damn good lens for the price. And you know, that used to be that kit lenses were sucky. Not anymore. It's a good lens. Just doesn't have the range that I need. And I'm selling the Leica 25 millimeter f1.4 lens. So these are all micro four thirds lenses, with the exception of that L-mount 260. You know, I have the Lumix 20 millimeter pancake lens. Having a 25 is kind of redundant. The Lumix 20 millimeter is actually very sharp, so I don't feel I'm giving up anything except that third of a stop between f1.4 and f1.7. So this is going to go. And again, I believe this was a like new copy. Bought this from KEH. Pretty sure it was like new. If it wasn't, it was excellent. And KEH, excellent, generally looks like new. So also you get the hood with this. I do have the original hood, and I also have a screw-in hood, which is a little bit more compact and, you know, works better in a camera bag. Well, this is a Lumix. This is micro four thirds compatible. A Godox TT350o flash, which stands for Olympus, OMD. Also works on Lumix. Actually works on L-mount cameras as well. So L-mount Panasonic cameras. I have two of these things. I just ordered the IT30 Pro, that little compact flash, which for my photojournalism is probably going to be enough completely. So there's no point in having two of these. And this one's just fine. So these are not that expensive. So if you want a little flash, they're nice. They're easy to carry. And in general, they put out enough light for most situations. Works on AA's, batteries not included. And that's it for now. Actually, I have a few other things I'm going to be putting on eBay, but I'm going to kind of hold off here so I don't have to spend a lot of time shipping stuff. But that's the story. Any questions, comments, leave them down below. Hey, good luck. Oh, and of course, the link to my eBay page is in the description. So good luck. I'm Todd Banner. I will see you next time.